It's a good steady descend there. You're an idiot. Come on, let's go. So we claimed to have found the best backpack for one bag travel.
And we stand by it.
Now that we've had a couple of trips, a full-on Europe trip under our bag, we feel that we have some pretty good evidence to support that claim.
If you haven't seen our initial review up here somewhere, there maybe. Anyway, go check that out first so you can see what we're comparing it against and why we initially bought it.
If you have watched it, thank you for all the views. Thank you for all your comments.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your input. I think we found a really good space
It was
at the time that we posted the backpack.
It was a lot more popular than we thought it would be.
So, and I know you guys who have watched it, who've been waiting for this video.
We've been promising it for months.
Let's go over the good things about the bag first.
The absolute number one good thing is the comfort. The fact that it has a lot of like backpacking features, the straps, the hip belt, sternum strap, load lifters, all of that makes it incredibly comfortable. There was only really one time during these last few trips where we've needed to have it on for more than like an hour or two. Our bags were probably about 20 to 25 pounds, which is not super heavy, but certainly heavy. And no issues whatsoever.
None.
It was great.
And he's 5'9", I'm 5'3". REI doesn't compromise on that way. We still get the same capacity, even though I'm a smaller frame and he's of a taller frame.
And
it actually works really well.
The fact that they've managed to do that with one size bag that fits both her and me comfortably, that's impressive.
Another good thing about, besides the comfort, is the capacity of that bag. It is 40 liters. We had about a week's worth of clothes, party clothes with us.
We had to go to a wedding
Before our Europe trip and then we ended up carrying a lot of that stuff with us all the way to Europe. And when we got there, it was rainy, so I had to buy extra pair of shoes because I don't deal well with wet socks. So I had to put the shoes that I was originally wearing in the bag and still had perfectly enough room.
Yeah, and I had to buy a couple extra sweaters because I didn't bring enough.
It's a lot colder than we expected.
Yeah.
Even buying presents, buying more things, having little knickknacks for souvenirs, we never had a problem with stuffing everything into the bag.
Yeah.
It was actually perfect room.
And if we didn't have to bring the wedding clothes, then we would have had so much more room. So the capacity, fully believe that it's perfect. We're of the mindset that we don't want a whole lot of built-in organization. We want to be able to organize as we need for the trip that we're taking.
Right. The way we pack is we compartmentalize everything. So there's a packing cube for the clothes,
Bag with the shoes.
bag with the shoes, bag for the toiletries, bag for the liquids, and then you Tetris it in the way in. So that's the way we pack, and it's actually worked pretty well for us. Even with the extra things that we have, the extra shoes for me was totally fine.
The next thing, there's a little cover that you can put over the straps to
zip it up
and make it so you can check the bag without worrying about your straps getting caught in all the machinery and whatever. That was great.
I used it on my bag for you to carry home.
Yeah, and it worked excellent.
The design's actually really great because it doesn't look like a technical backpacking backpack. So when we were going through, when we actually had our backpacks on us on trains and on airplanes and airports and everything like that, yes, we're wearing backpacks to travel, but
it's sleek.
No,
it doesn't.
We're not complete tourists.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So I'll give you this visual, and everyone has seen this person out traveling. The person with the 75 to 80 liter full-on technical backpacking backpack.
Wiring frame.
Like
the whole
huge, like
jazz.
a full like 6 inches above their head. And
you know what
you
we're
don't,
talking about.
You don't look like that when you're wearing this bag. And yes, you have to pack more minimally when you have this bag, but we actually prefer that. It just makes life so much easier.
So we like it that way.
Final like good thing that we wanted to point out is the rain cover. Yes, commenters, we didn't point it out in the other video. We forgot about it. On the bottom of the bag, there's a little pouch
Velcro pouch.
Yeah, and you pull the rain cover out. It's got a little tether, and then you can put it over the bag. I'm sure you've seen it on other bags, but it's just that nice little addition that we fortunately didn't have to use it on any of our trips.
You do have that at your disposal if you ever are out and it's raining and you're using that bag. The rain cover is pretty great.
Yeah.
So now for the bad parts. Not necessarily
Kinda
bad.
More
Workarounds.
slight issues that we have with the bag that we either would like to be better or we had to work around. So number one, there aren't any pockets on the hip belt.
I know that's more of a technical feature that's on the Trail 40. It has mesh pockets on there for easy access and snacks or whatever you need to do. But because this is a traveling backpack, they didn't really put that in there. So when we were traveling and everything was like packed, zipped, and locked, there's no finagling with the bag.
No.
It's something that you have on you. So of course I already carried an extra purse with me. So anything that we needed right away
It went in
into
there.
my bag. So there was no touching the bag in between
Yeah.
places when you're traveling. Everything that was access was in the bag, which I guess is pretty good because then you're using it for transport, but it would have been nice.
And that kind of leads us to the next kind of issue, the locks. So there's the main zipper for the main compartment that's lockable. It has the two little holes in it that you can lock together. One of the side pockets opens up into the main compartment, which kind of defeats the purpose of the lockable zipper. But the way that we got around it was we got a couple of these little cable locks. What we ended up doing was moving the lockable zippers over to the side of the side access panel, I guess you want to call it. And then we hooked them all together with the cable lock. There's a little fabric tab at the top of the zipper of the side pocket. So just hooked it all together like that, locked it all up, and we were good. It defeats the purpose of that quick access pocket. If you needed to get something, you would have had to undo the whole system and then open it up.
And we also only had to finagle the locks this way because we only had 2 locks
We only
per
had
bag. Minimum is 3 locks.
The very top pocket actually isn't lockable at all. There's
So
no,
I guess that's
there's
like
no
the
little
easiest.
tab. You're not going to be putting anything super valuable up there anyway. It's really just
That's where I kept all of like our train mementos, our
Yeah.
boarding passes, the brochures for the museums that we went to, all of like the non-essential paper stuff just went on the top anyway. So it's something that we didn't really need to lock. And I guess that's how they compensated for the easy access pockets in the front.
One other thing that you guys pointed out and we found in our experience is that it's not a bag that stands up when you place it on the ground. You have to lean it on something or just lay it flat. Well, it did become an issue once or twice. It was never that big of an issue. I know for some people they're going to need that. That's going to be a deal breaker, but for us it definitely wasn't. We never felt like we needed to take the bags off. As we went over, we kind of arranged all our essentials into her purse or into somewhere else where it was a little bit easier to access. And so we never needed to take the bags off until we got to our hostel or hotel or Airbnb or wherever we're going, or train, plane, whatever. I think probably the last little issue that we had is, well, at least that I had, in our first trip with the bags, we went down to San Diego for my mom's 70th. You should see the video because it's a
If you
good.
haven't seen it,
It's a good
go
video.
see it.
I put the bag through the X-ray with my water bottle in the water bottle pocket, and when it came out the other side, the water bottle was not in the water bottle pocket. And
Slipped out.
It slipped out. I eventually found it, but it just caused me to reevaluate how you have to put the water bottle into the pocket.
So you don't put it straight down. You have to put the bottom pocket to push through the mesh.
Yeah, you have to angle it
Down.
because the strap is angled on the top of the pocket. You have to shift the water bottle. You have the strap going across and just kind of lock it in. And it worked fine from then on. I didn't have any other issues, but it was just kind of one of those little things that we weren't expecting and was a little annoying once we found that it was an issue.
That's pretty much all the issues. that we've had with the bag. Nothing really much to complain about either. It's such a really good bag. Let us know down below in the comments if you guys come across something that we didn't mention or something that we completely missed. We'd love to hear your input on the bag like you guys did in the last video. And also, did you buy this bag? Why did you not? What other bags did you get? Let us know.
And we're also going to try to post videos at a faster cadence than we have been. We have this huge backlog
Of all these videos that he just needs to edit.
It's
a lot.
It feels like climbing Everest at this point. We'll get there. We'll catch up.
And thank you for the enthusiasm that those of you have shared with us. I'm excited to see what we're posting and what we're doing, and we'd love to hear from you guys. So let us know down in the comments below.
And subscribe for more.
So happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas,
Kwanzaa. I'm sure there's
all of them. Happy holidays,
happy
guys.
holidays.
And as always,
it's us against the world.